Will get it at the 25.
Come on, set, 8, read. Topper, topper.
We got to seal.
Watch, QB down.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. 2nd and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Alex Anzalone leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Out. Quickstone, travel.
Running right, here's Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
You go, set, 60 outlaw. X3. 218, chopper. 2.
On first down, Brown. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Brown. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Now it's Brown. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Titans. Marquise Brown with another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So they start this game just like they won. Opening drive touchdown, a nice run there to finish it off.
Yeah, that's what we call an explosive run because of the distance. And being able to do that, that puts a little uncertainty in the minds of your opponent.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, back. 120! Go! At 57!
On first and 10, here's Wentz. That's into the hands of Edwards. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
I'm going back to you. 41.
Hey! High 7.
To throw again on second down. Wentz. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Titan football. A first update now from Cincinnati. And it's now a 2-touchdown advantage for the Bengals. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Hey, Alpha!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chris Jones, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. A run here with Brown. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Hey, come on. Hey, Delta.
Line the mic. Coming this way. Here we go. Mike Knight, hey.
Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end fan. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Down. 50. Plant.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Box, lights. Snap.
Now a give, right side. It's Brown, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great... And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Titans. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. The point after is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So they keep it with Penny on 1st down and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check. Crunch. 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 Check the calls.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come. Kill.
Penny, a first down carry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And into the red zone now. And, Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he had been able to haul that one in.
Hey, Ford, Tokyo! Hey, Orbit!
Right here. 41's coming. 41's the mic. Hey, Hey, 41's Mike. Watch the curl.
5'9", 5'9".
Mike 41. We got a wedge there.
Yes.
Tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. 41.
Now Wentz on third down. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Fourth down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Kill. Turn up.
He's 22 jet bomber. Ready?
On second down now, it's Brown. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a carry for Brown. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Chris Jones on the stop. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a give right side. It's Brown. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
3 down. I got
6-6. Pull it high.
check 26. Check 26.
Get it.
On 3rd down, Brown. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Edwards. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays.
And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Right back to Brown. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Watch the safety creep.
Protein spill.
He's checking. Crash.
Go.
They'll run it here with Brown. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the gun, a give to Penny. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them. And that's caught at the 25. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
41 Mike. Bring it.
They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll run on first down. It's Knight. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
At the 13-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Knight. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
You got it. Hey, go down.
On 3rd down, Penny. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll run with Penny. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Rashad Penny, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Wentz to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now in Nashville. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4.
Lefty.
Watch the run.
46 down, man. 5-4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Wide open receiver complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They'll get 34 yards there. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Edwards. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Rashad Penny with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point good by Hopkins. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken very short. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. On the tackle, it was Greg Stroman, the former Virginia Tech Hokie.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. On third down, it's Brown. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 52. Watch twins. Watch twins.
Now it's Penny running right. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for.
Great 57. This line 7. Bravo.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the 1st down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Now Rashad Penny. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Penny. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Mike. 41 Mike. Come to my world.
List line 2.
Come to my world. Check 3.
They'll try and run forward with Penny. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our scores. The kicks away.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Safety's creeping. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Let's go.
Here's Brown. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. On now is the Titans punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw, it's Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Let's go, let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Check. Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. Penny. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
First down, Steelers.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On first down, it's Knight, and he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check safety, check safety. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Let's go.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Here we go. 280.
Check 41. Army. Check 15, check 15. He's coming. He's coming. Slam.
On second down, here's Penny. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll run it again with Penny. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. They'll run for it with Penny. And an alley to run. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now it's Penny. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Hopkins' kick is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you.